Welcome all of you in the standard 10th student. The mathematics part second we now to study. Last time we see the practice set 2.1 in which we solve some problems which are related to the Pythagoras theorem. Now we see the next of it, the syllabus will be also eliminated for this year. So that next point is that here we solve the problem set in your notebook in which some examples we have to solve, but which are the critical or difficult questions in that practice set, problem set will be also discussed later. So that now we see the third chapter of in your syllabus is a circle. So that now start the circle in which we see the some of the concept which are related to the circle. So that we start and join us, all of us. Thank you. See here, the third chapter is a circle in which we study the circles passing through one, two, or 3 points. And now the secant and the tangent. So that in here we discusses the different of it. That means here the circles are touching circles. These are the touching circles. Now the next point is arc of a circle. Then the next is inscribed angle and intercepted arc. Now the next is that cyclic quadrilateral. This is one of a concept we have now to study in this chapter. Then the secant tangent angle, and this is the angle theorem. Then the last point is that the theorem of intersecting chords. These are points which are concept are studied in this the chapter circle. Now let us recall for this familiar all of these circles which type of the circle we draw on in a plane. So that in here we see that here. Also recall your memory that is the congruent circle. What is the meaning of a congruent circle? Look here, congruent circles, and next is a concentric circles and the intersecting circle. Here this is the one of a figure. We see that the radius of a circle when we draw as a 5 centimeter of a radius. Then another one of a circle will be drawn. We take as the center of a circle and draw the another radius is also 5 centimeter. Then these two circles are drawn in here. These are called as a congruent circle. That means the radius of both the circles are congruent or same in measures. Then these two circles are said as a congruent circle. Now the next point is that here when you draw the circles which are having only one center and we change their radius, then this type of circles are called as a concentric circle. So many circles are we can draw in a plane. These are having the different radii. Here will be also the same. We draw the congruent circle which having the same radius in the different movement and in your plane. Now here the third point is that in an intersecting circle. What is the meaning of an intersecting circle? That means when the circles are intersect to each other at any 2 points. That means here we see in this figure, this is a one of an intersecting point, and here is another one of an intersecting circle point, and their centers are also different. And so that these 2 points are intersecting points of the circle. Then these two circles are called as a intersecting circle. Now we see the next point of that. What is this? They recall the properties of a chord of the study in the previous standard and perform the activity below. Last time we see in ninth standard the type of the circle and then the chord's property, and in which the chords are drawn, and from the center of a circle to the chord it bisect the chord. This is one of the property. So that in here activity, look here in the adjoining figure, look here segment DE, look here the segment D is here in this the figure, a chord of a circle with center C. Segment CF is perpendicular segment DE. If diameter of the circle is 20 centimeter and D is equal to 6 centimeter. Find CE. That means here the perpendicular distance we have to find out first. Therefore, here we given as a diameter. What is the meaning of a diameter? Diameter is nothing but a biggest chord, and this is a twice of the radius. So that here we given this, the diameter of the circle is 20 centimeter. That means the radius is equal to 10 centimeter, half of that diameter. So that radius is 10 centimeter. Here we draw one of a construction from the center of the circle to the any one point of the chord end point will join. Then this is a radius will be formed, and so that here is a right angle triangle is formed, because here CF is a perpendicular on the D is given. So that we find the perpendicular distance of CF by using the theorem of a center of a circle to the chord is bisect the chord. This is the one of a theorem. We have to find out what is the reading. Then the first point of that here, the perpendicular drawn from center to the chord is bisect the chord. That means here this is a perpendicular. CF is a perpendicular and the foot of the perpendicular is F, and so that DF is congruent to the segment here FE. F is also congruent to this segment. So that now in here second step we write it as the perpendicular from the center of a circle to the chord is bisect the given chord, and also here the foot of the perpendicular is F is also a midpoint of the chord, is a midpoint of a chord DF. So that this segment DF is congruent to the segment FB. Will be also proved by this, the when you draw these two radius and these two triangles will be formed CDF, and another one triangle CFE. Then these two triangles are congruent by using 90 degree and opposite segment, and one of the segment is a common, CF is a common in the both the triangle. So that hypotenuse and side theorem, we know the test of the hypotenuse side test. These two triangles are the congruent. When the triangles are the congruent, then the segments are also the congruent. This is the another one property of the circle in which we draw a perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord. Now we see here last part is that using these properties solve the above problem. या प्रॉपर्टींचा वापर करून आपण या स्वरूपाचं उदाहरण सोडवू शकतो. काय या ठिकाणी मग दिलेलं तर सी डी ही किंमत आली आपल्याला रेडियसची 10 सेंटीमीटर आलेली आहे. त्यानंतर डीएफ तुम्हाला दिलेले आहे या ठिकाणी डी दिले 16 दिलेले असल्यामुळं डीएफ ची बाजू झाली 8, इथं हाफ असल्यामुळं ती 8 आहे आणि रेडियस तुमचे आहे या ठिकाणी 10. मग पायथागोरसचं ऍप्लिकेशन करायचं, पायथागोरस थेरमचं इन ए ट्रायंगल DFC in a right angle triangle by the Pythagoras theorem, CD square is equal to DF square plus CF square. Therefore, CF square is equal to 10 square minus 8 square. That means we get as here 100 minus 64 is equal to 36. Taken square root of it, CF is equal to 6 centimeter. That means the CF is a perpendicular distance from the center of a circle to the chord is equal to 6 centimeter. This is the answer of this given activity. Now we see the second activity of is related to the circle is that in here, look here, the second activity in the adjoining figure, look here. In the adjoining figure, segment QR, look in this figure, segment QR is a chord of a circle with the center O. P is the midpoint of the chord. P is the midpoint of the chord QR. If QR, look here, chord QR whole total distance is given as QR is equal to 24. OP is equal to 10. Look here, perpendicular distance is also given. OP is equal to 10. And then find the radius of the circle. Then we find the radius of the circle. So that we draw here OQ. We draw first here OQ. So that in here, to find the solution of the problem, write the theorems that are useful. Which are the theorems are useful in here? So that we know the property of here, the theorem, this from center of a circle to the chord is perpendicular to the chord. And also is the chord is bisect by this perpendicular. That means QP is congruent to the PR will be given. And now here is the right angle triangle OPQ. In this right angle triangle, we find out the segment OQ. How will it be possible? We given as QR is equal to 24. So that QP is equal to 12. This segment is 12. PR is also 12. Then OP is a perpendicular distance is given 10. Here is a value is 10. Here is a value is 12. Then use the Pythagoras theorem. That means here OQ, hypotenuse is OQ. OQ square is equal to OP square plus QP square. Then substitute their values. Then we get as 10 square plus 12 square. Then we get as 10 square is 100 plus 12 square is 144. So that 244 is the square of the OQ. Then taken square root of that 244. Then it into square root of it. Then we get the value of that OQ. This is the activity in which we have to find out the radius of the circle. This is the OQ is a radius of a circle. Also OR is a radius of a circle. Now we see the third of the activity in which we have to find out the chords and their related properties. Now we see the third of this activity in the adjoining figure. In the adjoining figure, M is the center of a circle. Look here, M is the center of a circle. Now in this, we see the segment AB is a diameter. And segment MS is a perpendicular to the AD. MS is perpendicular to the AD chord. Also MT is a perpendicular to the AC chord. And angle DAB, look here, angle DAB is congruent to the angle CAB. Angle CAB. Then we prove that chord AD is congruent to the chord AC. AD and this chord AC are the congruent. To solve this problem, which of the following theorems will be used? यामध्ये कोणती theoremचा वापर करता येईल? The chords which are equidistant from the center are equal in length. That means here is the chord AD and the AC when they are equidistant. That means MS is congruent to the MT. Then we see that the chords DA and the chord AC, these are also the equal in their length. So that we first find out these two segments are the congruent. Then in second, congruent chords of circle are equidistant from the center. That means when you given segment DA is congruent to the segment AC, that means these two chords are the congruent. Then we say that distance MS is congruent to the distance MT. Now which of the following tests of the congruency of a triangle will be useful? Here we given as some name of this test of the congruency. First is a side angle side test. Second is angle side angle test. Third is side 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 test. And fourth is angle angle side test. And fifth is hypotenuse and side test. So that in which use, so that in here the triangle, we look here, triangle MSA. This is a right angle triangle, and another one triangle is MTA. This is the another right angle triangle, and we given as angle DAB is congruent to the angle CAB. Use the given properties in here in this figure. We use here's this property, angle side test of the congruency of a triangle. Look here, which are the triangles in which the given parts angle. This is a 90-degree angle. Angle MSA is congruent to the angle MTA. Are you going? Now here the given angle DAB is congruent to the angle CAB. That means this is one of an angle are the congruent. That means the remaining one point is that segment AM, look here in this figure, segment AM is a common segment in both the triangles. In both the triangles, AM is congruent to the segment AM. Now we use here angle test of the congruency. Given two triangles are the congruent. When the triangles are the congruent, then MS is congruent to the MT. And use here this the chords. The chords are the equidistance from the center are equal in length. That means when these segments are the congruent, MS is congruent to the MT, then we say that the chord DA is congruent to the chord CA. Right? Now another one point is that here the segment AS is congruent to the segment AT. But we know that when a perpendicular from the center of a circle to the chord, it bisect the chord. That means what is the segment AMS? Here we draw. Then AS is congruent to the AT, and twice of that AS is equal to AD. And here is also AT, twice of AT is equal to AC. So that twice of that segment AD is congruent to the AC. We'll be also prove this, and this is the activity number 3. Now we see there the next point is that the circle passing through in a 1, 2, and 3 points. Look here, circle passing through 1, 2, 3 points. Then what happened? In the adjoining figure, point A lies in a plane. Look here, point A is lie in a plane. All the 3 circles with centers P, Q, R pass through point A. That means the given 3 points P, Q, and R. These are the centers of the circles, and which circles when we draw. So first circle is draw here P, center of a circle. Here Q is the center of a circle, and here is R is the center of a circle. Then these 3 circles are intersect to each other at a point A. Then we see that how many more such circles may pass through the point A. किती काढता येतील आपल्याला या स्वरूपाचे? If the answer is many or innumerable, it is correct. That means here we take the another one of the points and we draw such type of the circles which are passing through the point A. We can draw innumerable circles in this plane. We draw which are passing through the point A. Now infinite number of circles pass through a point. That means all the 3 circles with center P, Q, R pass through the point A. Then we get as how many more such circles may be passing through the point A. आपल्याला बऱ्याच स्वरूपाचे वर्तुळ ही पॉइंट ए मधून काढता येऊ शकतील. तुम्हाला जर प्लेन मध्ये दिलेले अनेक बिंदू असतील तर त्या बिंदूंचा वापर करून आपण एक केंद्रबिंदू वापरायचे आणि ए पर्यंतचं डिस्टन्स घ्यायचं. समजा या ठिकाणी एक बिंदू घेतला आणि त्याचं अंतर घेतलं ए पर्यंतचं, तर त्याची त्रिज्या घेऊन आपण वर्तुळ काढलं तर ते वर्तुळ काय होईल? या ए मधून जाणार असेल. अशा स्वरूपाची ही एक कन्सेप्ट आहे की ज्यामध्ये एका बिंदूतून जाणारी आपण असंख्य वर्तुळ काढू शकतो. त्यानंतर पुढचा घटक आपल्याला दिलेला आहे इन ए adjoining figure. Look here, next, in the adjoining figure, how many circles pass through the point A and B? Here this is the plane. Say as this is one of a plane. On this plane, we given the 3 points A, B, and C. Now here one point is that how many circles pass through point A and B. या 2 बिंदूतून जाणारी आपल्याला किती वर्तुळ काढता येतील? आपण साधारण विचार करून सांगणार की एकच वर्तुळ जाईल बा या ठिकाणी, पण तसं होत नाही. जेव्हा आपण हे 2 बिंदू जोडू, ए बी सेगमेंट तयार करू, त्या ए बी सेगमेंटचं आपण परपेंडिक्युलर बायसेक्टर काढू, आपल्याला येतो तो. कंपाचा वापर करायचा, निम्म्यापेक्षा अंतर घेऊन कंस करायचं, खाली कंस करायचा, बी ला कंपाचं टोक ठेवायचं, निम्म्यापेक्षा जास्त अंतर घ्यायचं, त्याचं अंतर घेतलेलं आधीच खाली कंस करायचा, आणि इंटरसेक्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ दॅट आर वी जॉइन and we draw here one of a line which is perpendicular to the segment AB. Then any one point we can draw on that the given perpendicular bisector, and it is a center of a circle. Then we take as a radius of that point to the A end point of the segment, and we draw such type of a circle which is passing through these given 2 points A and B. Another point we taken as in this perpendicular bisector, and take a distance of that point to the A is a radius, and we draw such type of a circle which is passing through this circle, these 2 points. That means so many circles can be drawn through the points A and B. This is the point of that A and B. How many circles contain all the 3 points? Look here, there are the A, B, C. These 3 points are given. These are non-collinear points, and so that how many circles we can draw which are passing through these 3 points? There is only one circle is drawn which is passing through this A, B, and C. Perform the activity given below and try to find its answer. So that we draw these 3 points in your notebook and draw a segment AB and draw a perpendicular bisector, and then join this the radius of different we have to take on and draw so many circles which are passing through that the point. This is the main of the activity we can do. And now the next is point is that activity first, which is related for that the given 3 points. Now look here, draw a segment. Look here, draw segments in here. AB, draw perpendicular bisector of a segment AB. Take point P. Here is a point P. Take a point P on the line L as a center. P as a radius and draw a circle. Observe that the circle passing through the point B. That means here PA is a radius we have taken, and this circle we can draw. Then this circle is passing through the point B also. That means PB is congruent to the PA. That means on a perpendicular bisector, every point on that perpendicular bisector is an equidistance from the end point of that segment. दिलेल्या रेषाखंडावर जर आपण लंबदुभाजक काढला तर त्या लंबदुभाजकावरील कोणताही बिंदू हा जर घेतला तर तो बिंदू त्या दिलेल्या बाजूच्या अंत्यबिंदूपासून समान अंतरावर असतो. Now look here, find the reason, recall the property of a perpendicular bisector of a segment. Taking any other point. Look here, this is a point Q you have to take on that line, on the line here. If a circle is drawn with the center Q and a radius QA, will it pass through point B? Yes. Then this is also one of a center of a circle, and we take as a radius of QB, and when you draw a circle, then we also seen that the circle will be passing through the point A and B also. And now here is a QA will be passed through the 3B point. Yes, okay. Now how many such circles can be drawn passing through A and B? Where will be their centers lie? That means we taken any one point on that line here and we draw the radius of that point to the end point of A and B also. Then so many circles can be drawn which are passing through the point A and B. This is the main of the activity. Now the next point is that activity second, which is related to that. Here, take any 3 non-collinear points. Look here, in this figure, we given as take any 3 non-collinear points which what should be done to draw a circle passing through all these points. Draw a circle passing through these points. Is it possible to draw one or more circle passing through these 3 points? Think of it. In here, these 3 points will be given. These are the non-collinear points. And we draw a perpendicular bisector of this any 2 segments of that triangle. That means AC, we draw a perpendicular bisector like this. And here AB, we draw a perpendicular bisector like this. And any one of a point will be formed in here. This is a perpendicular bisector intersecting point is formed here, and this point is an equidistance from the point A as well as from the point B as well as from the point C. So that this point is an equidistance from the given 3 non-collinear points. And then this is take a distance of a radius and you draw a circle, and this circle when you draw, this is passing through these given 3 points of the circle of A, B, and also C. There is only one circle can be drawn which is passing through the points A, B, and C. And the point of intersection of a perpendicular bisector is nothing but a center of a circle which passing through these three non-collinear points. This is the one activity. Now in here, the activity number 3, take three collinear points, D, E, F. Collinear points, that means in these points in a plane, when we draw or join these 3 points, then only one line can be drawn in here. So that try to draw a circle passing through this point. This is not possible. If we are not able to draw a circle, think of the reason. Because these 3 points when we draw in a plane, these are the collinear points. And these three collinear points in which we cannot draw a one of a circle, because the center of a circle which is we can draw, this is not having as a only one point. So that here this activity we consider that 3 points when we given as a collinear point, then we cannot draw any one circle which is passing through this the point given point. So that these points will be given, and then we concept will be clear is that 3 points we can study in here, that the circles are given. These circles are nothing but a intersecting circles, then the concentric circle and the congruent circle. Next point is that the property of related to the chord. Chord is a perpendicular when we draw from a center of a circle, it bisect the chord, and related of that activity will can solve, and second activity will be also solved, and third activity will be also solved. Now the next point we will have to take an as intersecting circle in which one point is given and all the mini circles can be drawn which are passing through the points of that given A. Now the next is that concept is that when the 2 points are given A and B, and these 2 points will draw a mini of the circle which are passing through that points A and B. Also 3 non-collinear points when you given, then these 3 non-collinear points A, B and C, only one circle can be drawn which is passing through these non-collinear points. And there is, when you give on the 3 points are collinear points, then there is no any one circle can be drawn from these the given collinear points. Okay, for joining us, any difficulty you can ask in our group and also as a my contact. So that okay, thank you.